Yo, what's up, guys? Listen. I just got through watching this YouTube video, and it said a year later with the Speedmaster, right? So he was giving like his year, experience with the Speedmaster after about a year. I have one as well, and I've owned it for some years now. And I was like, oh, let me see his experiences about it. And the guy was telling me, the box is different. The watch went to the moon. The thickness and the time and the movement. And I'm just like, dude, tell me about your experience with the watch. Don't tell me that the watch is 20 millimeters and it tapers down to 15. Tell me how it wears. Tell me if it pulls your hair. Tell me if it leaves teeth marks. Tell me if you can't get a perfect fit in the winter and the summer when your wrist is swelling. And give me some real life. Don't tell me the watch is 50 millimeters water resistance and I want it to improve. Tell me about the time you took it in the shower and it worked just fine. I mean, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do my own video. And I'll tell you guys my experiences with the Speedmaster, guys. And it won't be, this techie review. This is gonna be just keeping it real, just talking normal. If I met you guys at a coffee shop and we just started talking about watches, I'm not gonna tell you about the historical values of the watch and all that crap. So yeah, guys, this is what we're gonna do right here. I'm not gonna tell you the watch went to the moon. I'm gonna tell you about the time the watch went to the coffee shop. So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let me give you my thoughts about this Moonwatch. You know what? I was gonna cut and do all that editing. Let's just talk straight through, bloopers and all. Let's just talk about it. So first of all, let's talk about the duration. I've had it for a while. How is it holding up? How is it keeping time? Any scratches, dings, marks? What journeys have it been through, right? So this is honestly the most accurate watch I've ever owned, guys. It's scary accurate. I'm talking about like 1 second, 2 seconds a day type of accuracy, guys. So right off the bat, this new Speedmaster is better than the older version because it keeps extremely accurate time, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, it's very good at keeping time. Also, I have the Sapphire version right here, and it holds up to dings very well. I have dinged this on accident a few times. There's no dings like on the case or around the little edge of the the chapter ring, but I have scoop the crystal quite a few times. And if I had that Hesalite version, at this point I would have some markers on the Hesalite version, and I would be buying that Cape Cod cloth and the poly watch stuff and buffing it out by this point, guys. I would have had a good substantial amount of micro dings if I had the Hesalite version still. I had the Hesalite version and I ended up selling it because for some reason the Hesalite version that I had sharp edges, and then when I went to the shop and I grabbed this Sapphire version, and I was like, oh, this one doesn't have the sharp edge. So some have, some don't. Maybe they got a new batch out now, because some are sharp as scissors and some are just fine. This one is just fine. So guys, I think they got a new batch out. You guys can go out there and put your fingers and run your fingers across it and see how it feels. Because the Hesalite version I had, it had the sharp edge and it had the sharp bracelet, so it would leave teeth marks around my wrist, right? And it was quite scrapey, and if you were hairy, the bracelet will pinch on your hair. So I like to just cut, take some clippers and just kind of just kind of trim the little hairs around, because even this bracelet will kind of pinch and grab if you leave hair on your wrist. So yeah, guys, clean your wrists up and you won't have no problem with pinched hairs, but it is quite scrapey. This one that I have was a lot smoother on the bracelet. So I don't know, guys, quality control with which ones are sharp and which ones are not, which ones leave teeth marks, which ones don't. So yeah, guys, it's held up quite well. Now should you choose the Hesalite version or the Sapphire version? If you're really careful, if you know you and you know you're going to be really careful with your watch, I say go for the Hesalite version because it's aesthetically more beautiful and interesting to look at. The light play, the doming effect of the crystal, the warping, the way it absorbs light. It looks like a sunset. With the sapphire, with the Hesalite version, it's a more aesthetically beautiful watch to look at on the surface. Hesalite version just lasts longer, it's more durable, has a see-through case back so you can take it off and it, you know, shows the case back and all that good interesting stuff. But the Hesalite version is more aesthetically beautiful. Also, the sapphire version has like this layer of a ring around the edge of the crystal, so it's like black dial, then it's broken up by this ring, and then it's to the bezel. But on the Hesalite version, it's all one smooth, fading effect from the blackness of the dial to the bezel, without being broken up by this ring. So it just aesthetically just looks better, period. The sapphire version is thinner, so if you were into like a watch that's just a bit thinner, the way it, top heavy feels on the wrist, if you want just a little couple of millimeters thinner, the sapphire is a little thinner, but the sapphire is heavier. So it kind of still balances itself out. The sapphire version feels more substantial in the hand when you're just kind of holding it and rubbing it. It feels a lot tighter and condensed. It feels a lot more condensed and heavy in the way that the crystal just feels. When you have a crystal on top, crystal on the bottom, and it feels substantially smoother and sturdier. Water resistance. I'm not gonna tell you it's 50 millimeters. 50 meters water resistance. I'm gonna tell you by the time I've taken a shower with it. I have been taking showers with this bad boy, and it works just fine. No leakage, no issues. So it has been in water, and it works just fine, guys, in the shower. I have not jumped in the pool. I have not jumped in the jacuzzi. I'm not gonna do that. But I have taken showers with this bad boy. Compliments. Let's talk about any compliments. I 100% get a compliment when I walk into an AD, the mall, any place that's selling watches. I'm gonna get compliments. Those guys really love to see what's on your wrist when you take it off and you want to try on some other stuff. They look at your watch, they pick it up, they put in your watch on, and they want to touch it and see how it works. And I'm like, come on, I didn't give you permission to grab my watch. They just take it upon themselves to pick your watch up and play with it. But it's all good, man. I get compliments in those places. But as far as non-watch places, non-mall places, I've gotten a compliment maybe checking out. You know how you go to the register and you're checking out a little bit. The guy at the cash register, he does notice my watch, but that's when you do stuff like this, put it on red bands, green bands, and you really just kind of playing with it. Which this watch is, I had on some red flip-flops today, guys, so I just kind of paired it like that. But yeah, guys, when you do stuff like that, that's gonna naturally grab attention to your watch. When I just leave it on the steel, I don't get any compliments on the watch. It's always when I have some exotic strap on it. So this is a very great strap monster. Put it on some crocodile, put it on some colorful things like that, and it get compliments left and right. What else is there to talk about? Should you get the old one or the new one? Guys, definitely get the new one. It's substantially different, keeps better time. The markers are different. The loom is thicker. The font is bigger. The dial is more depth to it. It has the step dial. It has the deepness to it. It's just so different. The case shape itself is, the old one is a little bit elongated. This one's a smooshed in. It curves differently on the slab. The slab on the edge here is more brushed. It's just a whole different watch. It's not even the same watch, guys. So I definitely say get the new one. It's definitely worth getting the new one over the old one. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I think I've covered everything, my experiences with this watch. Covered it all, God. But my biggest takeaway is that the Omega Speedmaster is half the season. It's a perfect watch for half the season. It's a perfect watch for the winter and the fall. It's a perfect watch to just have on a hoodie, long sleeve, and just kind of have that beautiful bracelet just kind of peeking out the head of the watch, just kind of peeking out, you know, of a hoodie. It looks really good. Because, you know, the season isn't so bright and blingy, it goes well with this kind of a matte black, more charcoal gray dial. It's not a deep black. So you want that deep black, and you want that ceramic when the summer comes and the sun gets to playing and bouncing about and sparkling on your watch. This watch doesn't sparkle, guys. So you want to get yourself a diver watch, go ahead and get that Omega Seamaster 300M. That thing sparkles. That thing it punches its weight during the summer and the spring. This watch just kind of takes a back seat, because you want to go jump in the pool, you want to go to the park, you want to go kick a ball, you want to go to the gym, you out there getting active, you being a little more reckless with your wrist, you banging it and binging it and scratching it and scraping it, and you don't want to do all that with this watch during those summer and spring months, guys. So yeah, get yourself a little diver, and get yourself a dress watch, get yourself a nice three-piece, and you have yourself a nice perfect collection, guys. This watch right here, I would say, is perfect for straps. Like I got it on this red strap, you can put it on a brown strap, put it on a crocodile strap, put it on, all different types of NATOs and Kaduras and all that good stuff. This thing just needs to change daily with your outfit, and match your shoes, match your shirt. Just really mix this bad boy up and have some fun during the summer during the winter, fall with this bad boy. But boy, once the summer, spring comes around, it's time to go ahead and break out the Seikos, go ahead and break out the Rolexes, go ahead and break out your dive watches for those times of the month, guys. So yeah, got some more reaction. Love this thing. It's a keeper, but for half of the season, it is sitting in the box collecting dust. All right, just my thoughts. Till next time. Out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. All right, guys.